wonder who decided to make cheese peelable? Let's talk about the history of string cheese. Centuries ago in Italy, there was a method in making mozzarella called pasta filata. This is a specific method of heating the curds and stretching them in a way so that when it is complete, it kind of peels off into these little strands. And in areas like Armenia, Georgia, and the Levant, they have a braided type of string cheese. Now you can maybe find it in some markets labeled as Armenian string cheese. It's very cool. It is made in that same pasta filata method of it being, very stringy. And in the 19th century, you start to see Oaxaca cheese in Mexico. Again, same pasta filata method, and theirs is more presented kind of like in a ball. So it's a cheese ball. So you got the braids, you got the balls, you got it all. Now this version of string cheese, this is the American snackable type. This is more of a modern invention. So to get down to the backstory of this cheese, we're going to Wisconsin. Baker Cheese. Have you heard of them? Probably. They were founded in 1916 in Little Chute, Wisconsin. And they were making cheese there. Great. Well, flash forward to 1970 and one of the bakers, Frank, was like, I got this idea. I really think that kids need something fun in their lives. They gotta get their calcium and they gotta get their cheese. But all these other plebes are just eating cheese regularly. They need it in stick form immediately. And he was familiar with the pasta filata method, OBS. And so he started to develop his own unique formulation, for lack of a better term, basically a way of heating, cooling, stretching, and all these things. Sounds like a workout for cheese, to be able to get it into this type of consistency and also in this tubular fashion. So we've cracked the code. We've got this great product called string cheese now, and it wasn't gangbusters at first, but it wasn't really until the 90s that this string cheese whole craze started to explode, and there were many other brands that started popping up into the scene, also doing their own string cheeses. Of course, there's Polly-O, there's Frigo Cheeseheads, and Sargento, which, fun fact, in 2022, Sargento actually acquired Baker, dun dun dun, but Baker still makes cheese and whatnot. They just were like, we're acquiring you. Cheese, major deal during the low-carb Atkins craze. But there is a big controversial take on how you eat string cheese. Are you a peeler or are you a biter? But if you want to learn more about the history of string cheese, you can check out this full episode on YouTube at the I Am Sprung channel, or you can listen as a podcast wherever you get your podcasts. Just search for Sprung on Food.